Hello, I'm Francesca, and this is your monthly energy and love forecast for January 2025. How are you all? I hope you had some restful time during the holiday season and that you had a fabulous start to 2025. All right, so I'm going to talk about major astrological transits this month. Then I pulled some cards as support, clarity, insight. And as always, I know if you've been watching for a while, you know there are no coincidences, only synchronicities. Okay, so let's dive in. So we start the new year and Mars is still in retrograde. So it may seem maybe a little slow in the beginning or maybe a little more chill, which is perfect. January to me is one of those months to kind of get your bearings, your groundings for the year. It is the start of the calendar year, but then we have the Lunar New Year on January 29th, and it is the year of the wood snake. And so the year of the wood snake is all about transformation, because we can't get enough of that, growth and introspection, which I think pairs perfectly for a 9 year. And I am still in the process of working on my 2025 year overview. So stay tuned for that. So if that's something you would be interested in, make sure to click like to this video, click subscribe so that you're notified when that video goes live. All right. So also this month on the 11th, we have the lunar nodes changing signs. So the North Node is leaving Aries and moving into Pisces, and the South Node is leaving Libra and moving into Virgo. And lunar nodes change signs every 18 months. So this is a huge year for astrological transits. So we're already hitting the ground running with our lunar nodes changing signs. Perfect. What usually happens when these lunar nodes change signs is then some different themes are going to come to the forefront. So when I do an astrological or natal chart for somebody, I always look at the nodes to kind of look to see where the nodes are in the different houses in their charts to kind of gauge what theme is going to be for the present or this lifetime, and then also kind of looking at the past life information that comes through. But that's a total sidebar. It's just something juicy that I like to look at. So it will be interesting to see how these nodes kind of flavor this year. And I will probably speak more to that in the other video. I know, so many cliffhangers. You're welcome. All right. So on the 13th, we have the full moon in Cancer. And for this full moon, to me, when I feel into it, it's more of a tying up loose ends from 2024. So like I said, we have like a calendar new year, we have a lunar new year, and then we also have an astrological new year, which starts with Aries. So we have a lot of movement in the beginning, like the first 3 months of the calendar year. So to me, January, especially with this full moon, is tying up any loose ends. And I think that's perfect because then we have the Lunar New Year, 2 weeks after that. On the 19th, of course, we have Sun moving into Aquarius. So happy birthday to all Aquarians out there. Do it, live it up. Then let's see what else. Oh, so then I also took a look to kind of overall when looking at the month of January, if I had to pick two words as the overall theme, it would be ideas. I feel that this is a big month for ideas. Not exactly starting to take action yet, because once again, Mars is still retrograde. So Mars is percolating, reflecting before going direct. When Mars goes direct, I think that a lot of these ideas that either have already started in 2024 really get solidified and then you take action um probably mid-February. So I think work-wise, career-wise, February, March, April are going to be super potent. Um and so really take this time to, if you have these ideas, sit with them, come up with maybe a plan, action steps, so that you can then full force, full throttle, go for it. Now, obviously, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you have this burning desire to take action this month, do it. Like, trust your intuition and your guidance. That's always the rule of thumb. So this is just, once again, my perspective from looking at the planetary movements, etc. Then and also luck. There's a lot of luck. So I think whatever seeds we started to plant, especially with the new moon on the 30th of December, that there's going to be, when those start to come to fruition, and it's going to be a few months, but there's a lot of luck um tied in with that. And luck to me, I reference as like success, like synchronicity. Things are going to line up, that all of those juicy ideas and plans are really taking root, especially because that new moon in Capricorn, very grounded, very disciplined, very focused, hardworking energy. So beautiful. And then when I took a look at the transits for this month, some dates popped out to me looking at, like I said, these transits for love and romance. So the juiciest days, in my perspective from looking at this, are the 3rd, the 12th, the 18th, and the 25th. So the 3rd, the 12th, the 18th, and the 25th are extra, have a little extra zing zhuzh to them for love and romance. So that's whether you are single or in partnership. Those are great days to have dates, really connect with your partner or with somebody that you're talking to. Like I said, there's just a little extra oomph those days that are supportive for those more intimate connections and relationships. All right. Phew, a lot as always, but just like I said, it's when I feel into it and look at it, it's chill, but there's a lot kind of like going on in the background in the best of ways, and super duper supportive. So I was guided once again to pull some cards. As you know, if you've been here for any amount of time, it just depends where I'm guided to go, to which deck, so on and so forth. But there's always synchronicity as to what cards come out to play for clarity and insight. So let's take a look. So the first card that I pulled for just kind of like an overall for January is Pachamama. So Pachamama is Gaia, Mother Earth. Um, and for me, that is representative of like an unconditional love. So like Pachamama has this just unconditional love for all beings, plants, animals on planet Earth. And it's also a reminder of the connectedness of all. Um, and a reminder that when we come to Earth, it's an invitation by Pachamama, Gaia, Mother Earth, to experience it all. And I think a lot of times, especially in times of strife or grief or pain, that we don't want to experience it, we want to push it aside, but there's so much growth in those moments, and we wouldn't know the bliss, the love, the connection to the degree that we do if we didn't have that other. We still, in this 3D, perceive the duality. And so we came to experience all of it, the whole spectrum of emotions. And I think once we embrace that, life becomes easier. And we understand that change, like the only constant is change. I know you've probably heard that 1,000 times and you're like, yeah, 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 but it's true. I am different from what I was 2 months ago, in the best of ways, 3 months ago. And that is part of our journey on this beautiful earth that supports us. And so, what a beautiful reminder for the month of January, where it's a 1 month, it's a new beginning, it's a fresh start. How do we want to approach this month, this year, whether calendar, lunar, or astrological? What do we want to embrace? How do we want to move forward in the world? Okay, so then I had three more cards pop out, and so I'll just show them in order. So the first one is the Phoenix. I know, right? So once again, about resurrection, surrender to change, linking to that transformation with the year of the wood snake. What I love about the Phoenix is it the Phoenix is constantly reinventing itself. The Phoenix has mastery over cycles and understanding that the end of one is the beginning of the next. So you have the lunar nodes shifting from one sign to the next. Perfect, starting something new. It's cyclical. And what's beautiful about the Phoenix as well is with each rebirth, the Phoenix gets stronger. I'm going to invite you to take that in as a mantra, right? Like, I get chills when I think of that. So with every ending, the new beginning, you're stronger. You are a better version of yourself. You've mastered something new. Fabulous. Like that, give yourself a pat on the back for continuing to move forward. Wherever you are in your journey is perfect. But that persistence, right? And that knowing, that trust to consistently, okay, here's a new cycle, leveling up. All right, leveling up again. Amazing. So maybe this month the Phoenix is your totem, your guide. Once again, if it resonates, if not, let it go. Something else might appear to you. Then the next card that popped out was the Web Weaver. Fabulous. So what's interesting about the Web Weaver is, once again, it's the synchronicity, it's cause and effect. But what's more is this also to me links to the mythos of Mother Spider or Grandmother Spider, where we are all, or Indra's net, where we are all on this web, we're all connected. And so it links perfectly back to Pachamama, where we are all connected. We are all here experiencing this journey. And with synchronicity, I think that's when you are in that alignment, and then the people, the places, the resources show up in that divine timing to help you on your journey and for whatever you are looking to accomplish. And then the last card that popped out is the Sun Dancer, which is once again joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance, which to me really links to when what I'd said previous to about the abundance of this month, the luck, the success. So I feel like all those things that we're planting, the right people, the right situations are going to show up in the right time, and it will just be this beautiful flow. There's no forcing. Um, you've put in the work, you are open to like the next part. There's really this feeling of opening this month as well. Remembering your connection to yourself, to others, to Mother Earth, to the cosmos, right? If you think about, you are your own little cosmos, right? You're a little microcosm of the macrocosm, but everything is completely connected and amazing. And what I also love about the Sun Dancers is there's also this beautiful tone of all things are possible. And that I think is just an amazing way to start the calendar year, the Lunar New Year, and to really remember that. So allow this month to really think about what you want this year, how you want to move in the world. Um, I'm going to talk more about 2025 in general, like I said in another video. But January is, like I said, to me, it feels a little more chill, but that's not a bad thing. But you have all this beautiful support going on in the background and just super, super lovely. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. I know that there are lots of things that you could choose to watch, so I am in deep gratitude that you chose to use your time to watch this. I hope that is supportive. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what nugget you enjoyed most out of today's video. And or if you don't want to say anything, you can leave a little earth emoji for Pachamama. That would be fantastic too. Once again, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, share with your friends, help spread the love vibes around the world. And until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.